What's up there, guys? Chase Reiner here to tell you today why you're failing at making money online. Now, if you're not making money online, then you're in the right place. If you are making money online, but you're just not making as much as you'd like to, you're also in the right place. If you don't know who I am, you have no idea why you're here or whether or not you should listen to me, I have a good amount of income for the age of 24. I make about $400 to $800 a day doing SEO, online marketing, pretty much anything online is where I make my money. I don't really make money through physical products or for services, outside of things that are going to be online. So if that sounds good to you, you want to make, around $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year, like I did last year at the age of 23. I'm going to show you exactly how you can go about doing that and why you might be failing at doing what you're doing. So before I get into that, let me just mention that there will be a free gift in the middle of this presentation, so make sure you stick around for that. It's not something huge, but it is something that I can give to you for free. Also, make sure you hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button on this channel so you get notified when I actually go live. Most of the stuff I do is live. I don't do many tutorials that are not live, so if you want to be able to ask questions after I'm done with my presentation, stuff like that, make sure you hit the bell icon so you can get notified when I do go live. So number one, you haven't started yet. So if you've not even done anything online, you haven't made any money, that's of course the first reason why you're not making any money. Now, the first step, of course, of making money online is getting started. So the way I started is I started in the SEO niche. I started doing optimization for people's websites, got them to rank on Google, and then I charged monthly price for that. Then I started out by making like $300 to $500 a month off of clients. If you want to go down that route, you totally can. I have a bunch of tutorials that are completely free online. If you just look through my YouTube channel at Chase Reiner, you'll be able to watch the beginner to advanced playlist or the local SEO playlist. You can start learning how to make money with SEO. Now, if you haven't started and you don't want to do SEO, you want to do something simpler, I would recommend checking out a previous video I just did before this one, which it goes over the top ways that you can start making money, around $200 an hour online with some simple tasks. So if you want to check that out, like I said, go to the video before this one. I'll also leave a link to it in the description of this video so you can go ahead and check it out. So number two, you don't know what's possible, right? So this kind of goes into the part where, maybe you haven't got started, and the reason why you haven't got started is because you don't know what's possible to do online in order to make money. So obviously, like I said, you can go check out that recent video I just made. You can start making money with, doing optimizations for Google My Business. You can start doing Facebook ads. You can start doing a ton of things. But the whole point is that you figure out what you want to do, right? If you want to do Facebook advertising, if you want to do Instagram, if you want to do something online where you're making money, make sure you're doing the right thing that you actually enjoy doing. Don't just go into a field like SEO if you hate doing SEO. And if you don't know whether or not you like doing SEO, go watch a couple of tutorials and see if it's something that you might be interested in. This is a really quick way for you to start figuring out what's going to work for you. And then you'll also be able to see what's possible just by looking at what other people are doing to make money. So number three, you aren't hyper-focusing one thing. So say, for instance, you already are doing these things, you know what you want to do, and you have started. So now you need to figure out how to hyper-focus what you want to get into. So say, for instance, you can make money doing Facebook ads, you can make money doing Google My Business, keyword research, on-page SEO, and you have all these things that you can make money with. That's not the problem. There is no shortage in things you can do online right now. You can do a ton of things. The problem is that if you don't hyper-focus one thing that you're good at, like for instance, I'm hyper-focusing making video because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at teaching people. I'm good at creating traffic and capturing leads and then selling to people online. I'm not as good at doing web design, even though I could make money off of it. I could definitely charge for it, but I'm not going to do that because I want to spend my time doing the things that, one, I like to do, and 2, I make money off of. So figure out the 2 things that you want to make money off of, or the 1 thing that you want to make money off of, and also that makes you happy and that you enjoy, and start going in that direction. You're going to figure out different things along the way, but if you start going in that direction, you're going to be way better off. So number 4, you aren't charging enough. So say, for instance, you have these other 3 things done, right? You are hyper-focusing one area, you do know it's possible, and you have started, but you're not making the type of money you would like to make. So if you want to start making a good amount of money, you need to start to figure out what your value ladder is going to be. So I talked about this in the recent video that I was just referencing. Let me bring up Paint so you can see what I'm talking about. So in the classic value ladder, which I talk about all the time, you have your different barriers to entry. Your first barrier to entry is whatever you're giving away for free, whether it be video, whether it be, a free consultation. Say, for instance, you want to start getting into Facebook advertising. Maybe you give away a free, Facebook ad review. Whatever it is, you want to give away something for free. That's how you can bring people in. Now, the next step is bringing people to the paid lowest barrier to entry. So if your consultation is free, then you could start charging for like the basic setup or the audit or whatever it is. And you could make it $200, you could make it $100, whatever it is. You get people from free to paying a low barrier to entry. And then from there, you keep charging higher and higher. So the thing is that if you aren't doing this value ladder and you just start charging, like, say, for instance, $200 or $500, you have no idea why, you have no like real process of getting people from paying just a little bit money to a lot more amount of money, then you're not going to be able to make as much money as you'd like because you're not understanding what your own sales process is. So in order to really scale what you're doing, you need to go from just charging like one thing based off what you think you can charge to sort of a supply and demand type model. As your value goes up and as your supply goes down, you charge more money. And the way your value goes up is you just get better and better at what you're doing as you do more of it, and you have more case studies and you get more reviews, whatever your value proposition is. And then as the supply goes down, as more people buy your services, then you can start scaling up your prices. And that's how you can start charging more money. And number 5, this is the last one, and then I'll give you guys the free bonus. You aren't asking the right questions. So say, for instance, you are doing all 4 of these. You are charging enough. You aren't focusing on one thing. You do know what's possible, and you have started. But you're still not making as much money even though you're doing all of those things. At that point, you have to ask the right questions, right? Are you in the correct niche that you should be in? Are you in a place where you're able to scale what you're doing and perhaps have other people work for you? So even for me, like when I started doing courses and I was charging enough for courses because my market cap won't really pay more than, or my target audience won't pay more than the $300 per course. That's like the maximum my audience will pay unless I start targeting another audience. And I knew what I was doing. I knew my value ladder. I knew all this stuff, but I still wasn't making enough money. So then I started thinking, okay, why don't I start making money with also an SEO agency to supplement the SEO courses that aren't selling enough or making enough money? That was the right question for me. Then I started focusing on the 2 areas that I was making most of my money. So that's the top 5 reasons why most people are not making the money they would like to online. If I missed anything, make sure you leave a comment and let me know. The bonus here is if you ask the right questions, right? That was one of the big ones. If you want to ask the right questions in the free Facebook group I made, this is separate from the SEO Facebook group that I usually promote. This is called Life Hack Chasers. If you would like to be a chaser of life hacks, a little play on words, you can go ahead and head to the link in the description, join the free Facebook group, and you'll be able to get more tips and tricks, which basically help you improve your income, your life, and your whatever else, anything, in regards to happiness. So if you are interested in that and you want to see more videos like that, make sure you head to the link in the description and join a community of other life hackers. Lastly, if you have any questions, send me an email at hello@chaserunner.com. I'll try to reply as soon as I can. And that's it for today. So if you like these videos, like I said, make sure you leave a like. And until I see y'all next time, happy money making.